Good morning guys. So for today's little adventure, we're back by the sea. I've woke up this morning to the most epic sea mist that's blown in, and yeah, it's looking pretty cool. So I'm just headed down to my local pier just to see whether there's any potential for photos. So yeah, let's go on this epic adventure. So already I'm armed with a flask of coffee, my tripod, and I've got my camera in my bag. Yeah, let's go see what it looks like and what we can photograph. So yeah, once again I'm in my absolute element, taking photos of, you know, extended shutter speeds with those waves coming in and out, focused on the pier, and just allowing all the rest just to motion blur because everything else is moving around it. So just to show you the kind of shots that I'm really enjoying. Like, look at this. How nice is the motion there in the foreground. Just that slight movement to the water. So again, 1 second, it's going to be that sweet spot for capturing all that motion. Oh, it's coming in very close, so yeah, I don't want to get my trainers wet. Perfect. What I can also do with the variable filter is just darken it by twisting. So as you can see, as we twist it, it gets darker. So what that means is I don't want to push it too far, but I can say this. Yeah, let's go for a 3-second exposure, see what that does. So we're going to get a lot more sweeping motion, I think. So potentially a little bit bright, but I kind of like it. So yeah, look at that, lovely. So I'm going to have a play around with some shutter speeds, see what they look like, and then perhaps move the other side of the pier for a different composition. And before, up in the sky, this part was just all blue. So now we've got this cloud that's moved in, which could be part of the fog, to be honest, because it's coming down from up here and across down the beach. So it could be part of the fog or it could be cloud, I'm not too sure. But it's really adding more balance to that composition. So yeah, really enjoying this. And still shooting at 3 seconds and getting that long drag back, which is really, really nice. Yeah, really happy with those shots, but I'm going to head to the other side of the pier just to have a change of scenery, a little bit of a different composition. And the sun could come up behind me, but it's got to break through that fog. I think there's, I don't know if it's fog or cloud bank on the horizon as well, so yeah, it might come through. But in the meantime, got my coffee, so yeah, just going to go and check it out, see what it looks like. Also, just a quick composition on the way through. Look at that, that's really nice. Because you've got this closest part of the pier is really clear, but then it drops off into the fog out there. So yeah, that should be a really nice shot. Yeah, really dreamy, really nice. And actually the cool thing about this L bracket that I use for my tripod means I can really quickly switch to portrait composition as well. And the camera's still super sturdy on the tripod, so yeah, just switched up the composition just to get this part of the pier. So as you can see here, really nice. Even going on a tight composition too, so I've gone in really close on the edge of the pier here, and then when you zoom in, just the end of the pier is just completely lost in the fog. But yeah, really nice, really enjoying this, having fun with playing around with all these compositions as well. There's also this really nice minimalist composition too. So yeah, if you have a look at the back of the screen, this is one section of the pier. So yeah, that's quite a fun shot. So I actually think I'm going to stay this side of the pier. The lights are still on, the fog's still blowing through, and the sun's not quite come through yet. So yeah, it's looking pretty epic over this side, still far enough shots. And then I walk the other side of the pier, quickly get over there before my camera gets swept away. And look, the lights, none of them are working. So yeah, I think it's much better the other side of the pier. Yeah, what a fun morning, it's absolutely awesome. So I'm just enjoying my coffee, and I think if anything the fog's getting thicker, so I really don't think that sun's going to come through for a little while yet. So yeah, I'd say down here I've probably got like 4 or 5 compositions that I'm really happy with. Quite a few photographs that I'm really pleased with, from the light to the framing to the water movement to the conditions. It's super exciting, so I'm really happy with that. So what I might do is go to the top of the pier and just see if there's any compositions from up there, see what the fog looks like from higher up. So come on, let's go. Oh damn it, I've come up the top for a photo through down the middle of the pier. There's a group here working out right at the entrance, so I'm not sure that's going to work out for me. I'm still going to see whether there's any compositions from above, whether I can shoot down the pier and see what that looks like. So yeah, this is what it looks like from up here. As you can see, it's just been completely lost in the fog, which is super cool. But yeah, it's getting thicker and thicker out there, which is making it really interesting how it keeps changing, because then no 2 shots are the same. I'm literally flicking through and just seeing stuff change constantly, which is super fun. So I thought I'd just share with you as well, like everything I shoot and the way I travel now is so much more minimal, so much more lightweight. So this is all the setup I have with me, and the bag I brought out today is this donkey sling bag. So it's super easy to carry around, lightweight, comfortable, just chuck it over, I can pull it around if I want to get something out. Super simple and easy. And yeah, just coming out with, you know, my camera, one lens, the filters, even a tripod. You know, sometimes I don't even go out with a tripod, but when it's low light or if I want to play with shutter speeds on the coast, then I'll definitely bring my tripod, and of course the L bracket. So yeah, like I said to you before, it's always the Fujifilm X-T5, Tiffin filters, and my 3-legged thing, tripod and L bracket, and that setup works perfectly well for me. And yeah, there's so much good gear out there that it depends on your own personal preference and what works for you. But for me, traveling, I need something lightweight, something easy, something that I can fit in a little sling bag. So yeah, this all works perfectly for me. So I've zoomed in right down the pier now. It's really thick and fog down there, so it's not looking too clear, but I really like that, so it's really nice. But every now and then there's been some birds flying around, so I'm hoping that I've managed to pick that up. So yeah, there's some birds up there. So yeah, I'm hoping in some of the shots the birds will come through. So I've had to really pick up the shutter speed for that, because you know, I've been working at 1 second to 3 seconds and the birds just aren't seen at all, just where they're moving. So yeah, it's always fun trying to experiment. Oh yes, there's this seagull that keeps flying back and forth and hanging around me now. Look at that, perfect positioning in the photo. Yeah, really happy with that. So there we go, I've quickly snuck in here because the group that are doing the workouts are just behind me doing something else. So yeah, I've snuck in here really quickly just to get a shot through the pier, which is looking really nice. Well, I've just made a mad dash back down to the beach because the sun is just starting to break through. You can see it up there. So yeah, I'm just going to run around and try and see if there's a composition I can get at the other side of the pier with the sun coming through. So yeah, let's see. Well, I found the spot where I need to be, but the fog's quite thick over the sun again, so it's just like a little patch of light. So I'm not sure whether this shot's going to be excellent or not, and I just think that I've had such a great morning, taken so many good photos, and yeah, I just feel like this composition's just lacking, and it's just like that really faint light part up there, and it's pretty much gone again. So actually I think I'm going to wrap up my shoot here. If something magical happens on my way back, then so be it. I will obviously be very quick to get my camera back out, but I've had an absolutely incredible morning, playing with shutter speeds, playing with the conditions, and down at my favourite pier, which is Boscombe Pier, down on the south coast. It's just such a great subject, something that's so easy to frame up, whether you want something really minimal, you know, creating these foregrounds with the shutter speeds, having the waves just sweeping through. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this little photography adventure. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.